just do what it do. My alter egos can fill up a room.
It's Week 10 of the National Football League, and this one features Josh Jacobs. He really helped drive them a week ago with a 3-touchdown game.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. The Raiders offense heading out with their new man under center for 2023, the former Patriot, former 49er, Jimmy Garoppolo.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
One touchdown, one pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be third down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. He gets this to Davante Adams.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
The Pro Bowl wideout Davante Adams, his intended receiver.
But it'll be second down.
And here, Charles, is a look at the inactive, some of the guys that are out today due to injury.
Yeah, and this is where the preseason work comes into play for some of those backups. It's not just them getting some experience on the field, but preparing each week in practice.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fade.
So the sack of Garoppolo, and now what can they come up with on third and long? They'll set up a throw. Under pressure, they got him again.
Quinnen Williams, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up fourth down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And a peek at the man under center. He has 5 full years in the league under his belt, now in year number 6.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
You look at this Raiders defense.
They've had their trouble stopping the run, Charles. Currently 29th in the NFL in that department.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down. They'll look to throw. He wants it all for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Jets try it, but the fourth down play doesn't work. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory.
Now Garoppolo lost the football, but fortunately he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Fortunately for him, that ball stayed close so that he could recover it on his own.
And you know the prayers that were going through his head as the ball escaped from him? How happy was he at the end of it when he found the football again?
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, how about this? A fistful of sacks already. We're not even out of the first quarter yet. What an incredible start for this defense. If they keep this pace up, they could be looking at an all-time performance.
Here's Hardman to return. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return.
And the Jets will take over.
Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive.
4-4, their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle.
And now off to the races down the right side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. No score after one. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Forced out to his left. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Flush to his right. This pass caught at the 4.
And the Jets are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Here we go now on 1st and goal.
He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. Here's 2nd and goal. A first throw for the backup Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that little partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3.
Wilson.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. Oh, look at this play call. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. The trick play does not pan out here on 4th and goal. And the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach,
Sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there.
Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
So here are the Jets now to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Here's Strong to begin the drive. No gain on the play there, second down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Being chased out left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. They go play action with Wilson. On the move to his left. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Rolling to his left. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete. The Jets at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Jets add 6 to their lead. Got outside of the tackle box, and sometimes that can be a recipe for disaster, but here it was not.
And it's frustrating for guys on defense, too, because he got out to the left and then still delivered on the move with accuracy.
Robert Saleh, one to take chances. His guys will go for 2 here.
Wilson going to throw for it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Abdullah's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. Here we go. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Quick throw caught out wide by Renfro. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
Quinnen Williams, able to record his 5th sack of the season. Eight 8-0 our score with 2 minutes left in the second quarter. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Hardman on the return. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The Jets going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action. Now Wilson steps away. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll run with Strong. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So we have reached halftime. Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Taken at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now the Jets going to take over on offense to begin this 3rd quarter. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. Out to his left. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. He continues to deliver a 1st down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Wilson. Flushed out right. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now it's Wilson. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 37-yard line. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive. I think most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball, but oftentimes it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. The Raider defense strong on that
catch, and now it's fourth.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Steps away to his left.
And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Play action. Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get down.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
Zuerlein good with a PAT, and the lead is up to 15 now. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now. Now Garoppolo.
The left side throw complete to Adams.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So roughing the passer penalty and an automatic first down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty, but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Garoppolo now. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
John Franklin Myers able to run him down for a 15-yard loss, and it will be 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. Another go-around now for the Jets offense.
This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Buying time to his left. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Dancing to his left. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 1. On 2nd down, a run with Strong.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. On 3rd down, Wilson on the move to his left.
Oh, he's going up top for Wilson.
And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Flush to his right. Pushes past him. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Here's Wilson. Rolling to his left.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 43. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Things started a little slow for him as a runner, but he has really found a different gear here in this second half. He's been more aggressive, challenging the defense when he sees an opportunity, and now he has a 100-yard game to show for it.
The throw right sideline here is complete. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. On 2nd down, Wilson.
And, oh, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
The Jets on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 11. Steps away. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Out to his left. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Well, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Julian Love down the right sideline.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
Well, this defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick 6.
And how about the way they've played this entire game? Not only have they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick 6s, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Abdullah's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25. The Raiders heading out to take over. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run, have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Raiders try it on fourth down, but to no avail. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. On the move to his left.
And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Rolling to his left. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Illegal touching, offense.
Boy, so that one, Charles, is a crusher. Take away the touchdown.
Yeah, and that's where defenders, Brandon, really use the sideline to their advantage, because if you can influence a receiver to step out of bounds, you know he can't be the first to touch it when he re-enters.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
John Franklin Myers in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset.
Here we go.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. From the gun, it's Garoppolo.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And he wisely will throw that one away.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And New York set to take the field.
And they look to finish strong in this fourth quarter, and this is a unit that certainly has turned things around from a week ago. Just a much more productive all-around ball game.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They go play action with Wilson.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee you he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Jets try it, but the fourth down play doesn't work. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Garoppolo now, 1st down throw.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo.
Oh, he's going to go for it all.
And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
The decision made for them, they've got to go. It's 4th down.
Here we go.
Now Garoppolo, got to have this one. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jets are going to get the football back.
On 1st and 10, it's Strong.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Oh, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Jets, the win.